Saddest thing about our system is that a bill that has 0% public support and a bill that has 100% public support has the exact same chance of becoming law. Let's talk about this. Now, first, I want to talk about the actual study itself that these claims are citing. This Princeton University study was published in 2004, and the data that this study looks into goes back to 1981, which means this is a 22-year-old study citing data from 45 years ago. So already, this claim doesn't really need to be taken at face value because the data cited in it is so old, but I'm not done with the study yet. Because if you read the study itself, one of the most important claims of the entire paper is it's important to acknowledge that the survey of public preferences are at best imperfect measures of what the public wants from the government. The paper goes on to explain it, but in plain English, it's trying to say, don't use this study to say what you're saying. The author of this paper specifically calls out how flawed that logic is, but let's move on. A very popular talking point is that bills in Congress are overrepresentative of the upper class. And that is true. When you look at Congress and their net worth, they're disproportionately likely to be upper class. However, a very important point here is when you look at studies showing what voter turnout is by income level, what we find out is people who are worth more are actually just more likely to vote. People who earn $5,000 to $25,000 a year are actually unlikely to vote in federal elections. And people around the median level income are just barely more likely to vote than to stay home. But the further you go up in income, the more likely you are to vote, which is why this is underrepresented in Congress. And people love to come to my comment section all the time and say that people in Congress cannot be elected if they're one of us, but that is not true. Here's Jasmine Crockett right here. Her entire net worth is $30,000. Sarah Elfreth, $16,000. Mike Zell, $16,000. Steve Scalise, $8,000. When we organize and vote, we actually get to choose who is voting for our legislation. And when we don't, when we stay home, it's the people who are left who decide. And those people who are left when we stay home are always going to be the upper class. Always. By the way, if you like breakdowns like this, I have more of them right here. And this is actually how my channel stays alive. So if you enjoy my content, you find it useful, every single subscription helps a lot.